And welcome back to another episode of Guys Being Dudes. This is going to be episode 35 for you guys. Today we are outside, okay, enjoying the nice weather here in beautiful Clovis, California.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, no, it is really nice. But thank you guys for tuning in. You guys can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and of course, if you're a visual learner like myself, then YouTube. But Luke, how's this day going, man?
Like you said, man, it's beautiful. Really can't complain. Really, we said, shoot it outside.
Yep.
Get the fresh air.
Cheers,
some
man.
Michelobs.
Yep.
Get it going.
We're sipping.
Yeah. Dudes.
No, we're being some dudes straight up. But, dude, eventful weekend.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude. I feel like I haven't stopped seeing the word Super Bowl on my timeline, on Twitter and everything.
It's crazy that all these events lined up in the
same
short amount of weekend. But
yeah,
hey, the Super Bowl, was definitely the top highlight of the weekend, I guess you could say.
All the dudes out there definitely got lucky the fact that Valentine's Day was the day after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if it was like on the day
oh my gosh, you imagine if it was on the freaking Saturday night with the fights.
Yeah, or even the day of.
Yeah, I know.
Super Bowl day or something. They just, what would you have done, man? You would have had to
if the Super Bowl was on Valentine's Day.
See, that's on the lady though.
Yeah, no, it 100%. She has to understand.
She's watching the Super Bowl. I mean,
she's got to understand that it's the biggest day of the year, and it comes around once a year.
Let's just take a shot and watch the Super Bowl, and then we go out after. It's not that late. Super Bowl
game starts at 3:30.
Yeah, it was actually early.
Yeah,
don't they usually start a little later sometimes?
I feel like they should start. they usually start like 5, but what would you think of the game?
Man, I don't know. I mean, it was definitely enjoyable. It was enjoyable to watch. I'm upset Bengals lost, but shout out to the Rams. They got it done for sure. Mm-hmm. So I mean, at their home field it was their own storybook ending. I would have liked the other storybook ending, but 2023 is what we got. So
100%. It was kind of crazy because towards the end of the game, I thought the Bengals were actually going to tie it up and have a chance to win it.
Yeah,
it just looked like it was going that way, and then all of a sudden, you see a yellow flag come out of nowhere, and then that's when the game towards the end, oh my gosh, the refs were just throwing flags like there was no tomorrow.
Yeah, I was definitely seeing a lot of that. You know what I mean? Watching the game, there was no flags all game, dude, right? Man. And then, I mean, again, my biggest thing about it was, obviously, in my opinion, right, I think Bengals lost by another touchdown, possibly, maybe even, I don't know, because going in that earlier in the game, I don't know if you remember the one play where the receiver, he burned Ramsey and
T. Higgins.
Yeah, Higgins burned him, and it was a clear offensive PI, bro. He pulled his face mask and all that.
That was bad.
And they didn't call it. And Ramsey, he's bitching and all that and stuff like that. And at first, it did look like he's just bitching, like he just got burned, and he was just like, what the fuck, bitching type shit. But after they really slowed it down and showed it, that was for sure. That was a game changer play right there for the Bengals, motivation and, all that wise. But obviously, they ended up winning. But I think that one for sure was kind of a little suspect because it was
it was so blunt, bro. It was right in front of his face. When they showed it,
and even the announcers were like, yo, what's going on? But I mean, they didn't throw any flags all game, nothing. And it seemed like a pretty clean game, but up until the end, man, they just decided to get flag happy. I don't know what the deal was, but it was definitely fishy. I mean,
it was definitely a little fishy towards the end there, but no, like you're saying, that face mask or that offensive PI that wasn't called, definitely was a momentum switch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, dude, everyone, and when you're in the Rams position right there, you're looking at it, you're like, wow. You feel like this game's being taken away from you.
In a sense, yeah.
And you're already feeling a little bit of doubt. You don't want to say it, but in your head, you're like, wow, if the game is really decided on that one call right there, I'm going to be pissed off.
Yeah, I definitely saw before that play and all that, Rams, they were handling business. I think they were getting it done. Stafford, like I said, he was too perfect all postseason. I said it when he threw his first interception. He was too perfect all postseason, not throwing an interception. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And, interception was bound to happen for him. But other than that, they were rolling for a little bit. They were going. Bengals were just they were staying in the game. I never thought that they had advantage up until that point when they got that touchdown off that face mask. And I thought, okay, yeah, they have the advantage here. They might have a chance, and all that stuff like that. And then for a while, it looked like the Rams were kind of pressing. They were kind of it looked like some hectic calls were going on. You could tell there was some stress going on. And then finally, I think what really set the tone for the the Rams defense to secure that was when they got in that was it Donald that pushed Burrow out of bounds on that one, and they got in that little tussle. That's when Donald really got pissed off and was like, all right, now you guys want to go? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Because after that, he was untouchable. Like, dude, he was storming through them, and the left guard and the right guard and even kind of the center. They're weak on the offensive line. What they were saying all game, they're the weakest guys, especially that left guard. And yeah, they got him towards the end. So
I mean, shout out to my dog Teddy real quick. I hope he doesn't chew on any cords, but no, dude,
it'd be good.
Donald towards the end of the game, bro, you saw he had that look in his eyes where he wanted to win.
No,
it switched. Before the game, I kind of was just not before the game, but like the first half of the game, I was a little not disappointed, but I was expecting a little bit more fire from him. I mean, they were doing the job. They had 7 sacks in total on Burrow. But yet again, the Bengals O-line I think is dog shit. I mean, they're dog shit. You made a point earlier today. There's just no veterans on that team, man.
Right, they're young.
They're young.
So I mean, yeah, they give them like you were saying. I mean, give them some time. I wouldn't say dog shit. They made it to the Super Bowl, right? You can't say.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's going up against the Rams defense like that. That's tough to do, man. And it's tough after such a long season. That last game, you're already giving it your all. I mean, they're giving it their all, and Rams are giving it their all as well. So, it's a matter of who's giving it more.
Mm-hmm.
And Rams had that more juice, especially being home.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we had a buddy, Evan, he was at the game, and he said that it felt like a Bengals home game. So I'm curious, like, I mean.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it said there was a lot more Bengals fans, or at least, but I mean, like the world was portraying, dude, the Bengals.
Yeah, you're right.
The Rams were so underlooked, man. Up until the time of the game, then the Rams started showing, like everybody started posting more of the Rams and stuff like that. But
one guy that absolutely stood out to me, not just this game, but the whole season, of just a guy that puts his head down and works, is Super Bowl MVP Cooper Kupp.
And Offensive Player of the Year.
Offensive Player of the Year. Like, that dude just shines, and like that's a role model out there for any young athlete. Oh, Teddy, come on. But that's a role model for any young athlete out there that just is in that high school level that's transitioning out there to college, because he didn't play D1, right?
No. He went to a small school, yeah.
Yeah, you know more about his story. He went to a small school.
Yeah, I can't remember the school, what the name of the school was, but off the top of my head right now. But yeah, he went to a small school, no D1 offers, none of that, and just, kept his head down and just kept working and believed in one thing, that he was going to be somewhere at some point, and and God put him in the right path. Because I mean, dude, he was Triple Crown winner, touchdowns, receiving, and reception. Led in all those. He freaking Offensive Player of the Year, Super
which is
Bowl MVP,
insane. The Triple Crown is insane in NFL.
Yeah, like it's it really is. It is crazy. I mean, and like you were saying too, it's for those guys that really think we should go D1 or whatever. You have to go D1. You have to go anywhere. That's not. He's a prime example. That ain't the point, or that isn't the case. Especially in today, especially with social media now. There's so many ways you can be seen. And just a matter of time. And so I think it's pretty cool. So
and I feel like you gotta be patient. You gotta know the plan, because you gotta be selfless. You have to have no ego, to go to like a D2, a D3. Or, you might not have an ego, but it's definitely going to take a toll on yours at first. Because, everyone wants to go D1. Everyone wants to go, to where they're seen on Twitter with the coolest graphics, all the above.
Right, yeah.
But, out of high school, because I remember, dude, I wanted to go play at the highest level. That's your dream, know. And when time comes, you're not getting the looks that obviously you want. Then you start feeling like, damn, like, am I not that good? Like, should I not play? And I ended up not playing, which partially I regret. Like, I'm telling you, like, I don't have the mental toughness that a guy like Cooper Kupp does, that is willing, sees his future. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to go D1, but I'm going to go somewhere where I'm going to get the reps. Like that, you got to be pretty mentally tough to do that, and then pursue it, go out, do his deal. And then you look at him now, Offensive Player of the Year, Triple Crown, and Super Bowl MVP.
Yep. It's hard work gets you there, man, for sure.
Unbelievable. But the halftime show, can we talk about that real quick before we jump topics?
It was stellar for sure.
Oh my gosh. Best that I've seen in a long time. Bruno Mars was up there too, definitely. I like the Bruno Mars one. But yesterday, bro, like the West Coast hip hop legends all on one stage.
Yep. No, it was for sure a show. I mean, that's what they wanted to do. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's what was freaking, it was, I think it was one of the fastest videos to ever go like get over 1 million views was one of the Super Bowl performance videos that they posted on Instagram or something like that. Yeah, I got like 1 million views in like less than 5 minutes or something like that. And it was the top trending thing, the halftime show. Yeah. So it's crazy. Wow. Yeah. So they definitely put on. Yeah. So it was cool.
Definitely. I saw like more unity in the freaking world in our country than you've seen in the recent months.
Yeah,
like
for sure. I mean, yeah,
brought everyone together.
Yeah. You know, I'm curious to see what people, you know, down in the east side thought, you know, east area thought of, you know, just the halftime show and all that. Because it's a different vibe. Like,
different vibe. We got to ask Clint.
Not their thing, huh?
We got to ask Clint.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, it's a whole different performance atmosphere for them, too. Which obviously, you know, those are all those are legends. So I'm sure majority enjoyed the halftime show. But I'm sure the vibe was different because here we were all loving it. But yeah, no, interesting. No, dude, the one thing I wanted to talk about though is I was seeing a lot of turf and real grass combo about the Super Bowl because the one thing that I was seeing a lot is, and it's clear, is the Odell, he got hurt because it was, you know, he's playing on turf, and a lot of people have been saying it for a long time. A lot of athletes, a lot of football players, especially, that they hate the turf because, you know, they can't grip on it. They can't move certain ways. It's just a lot of different things. It hurts more, the burns, all those different things. But for business standpoint, it's cheaper and easier to maintain and all that. So, well, not cheaper actually, but easier to maintain and all that stuff like that. And
it might be cheaper in the long run because up front it probably costs a shit ton, you know?
But up front, that shit's expensive.
100%.
But no, I think that, you know, that's something to be talked about for sure because, you know, you got someone like Odell, primetime player, and to go out like that.
In the biggest game of the year.
Yeah, biggest game of the year. He's been, you know, trying to come back from just a past ACL injury, you know what I mean? And all that stuff like that. And to go through the path he's going through he thought he was going to get that Super Bowl win, which he did. But I mean, you know, he got hurt, you know what I mean? Yeah. It wasn't the same, you know, full feeling. You know, because it's sore subject for him. But, you know, I just think that, you know, deep in his mind, he's always be thinking, if I had that real grass, that would have never happened. Because you could see as soon as he landed, it just, but because there's no support.
Yeah. No, even here in town, because, you know, how I mentioned, I've been filming like the guys over there at AP, and you know how they have the turf over there. They be slipping and sliding there, and they were saying like, dude, yeah, grass is so much better because the cleat grabs into the ground. And it grounds you, and you're able to be more shifty, and you know
can actually do things.
Yeah. So that's interesting. I wonder if the NFL will indeed change something here in the upcoming years.
Yeah, it's going to take because that's what they're all kind of transitioning to, sort of.
Yeah.
And so
it's going to take someone like Odell to bring it up and you know actually make a case out of it and be like, yo, this isn't what we want. And then the rest of the players, if there's an NFL Players Association, the rest of the players would have to come up and you know, make their point too. But speaking of Players Association, the MLB Players Association versus the MLB is going nowhere.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if we're even going to have a spring training, which we probably will just be cut in half because they have no start time of the season for this year. Yeah. What do you think? Dude, imagine if there's no 2022 season.
Yeah, I mean, they'll for sure, they have to have a season. I mean, it's just a matter of, they're just holding off right now because it's a money thing, you know what I mean?
But imagine how much money they would lose if they didn't have a season.
They're not losing any money, though, because they have enough money. If they're able to do this, they have enough money. So
what do you mean, like not come to an agreement?
Yeah, it's if they're not willing to come to the agreement, then
money's not an issue. Huh?
Yeah, money's not the issue. And if it's a business, $1 billion corporation, the money is the number one issue. It's how to make more money, how to get money, how to keep money, how to all that money, right? If they don't, and where does their money come from? Playing games, selling tickets and all that. If they're not worried about that, if they're not worried about playing, then they obviously got enough money in the bag. Which,
And the MLB is
and to do it twice because they just had COVID and they just shut down because of COVID. So if they're able to do it again,
damn, that's a good point.
right? So if they're able to do it again, then it just shows that it's more than that. And it shows that they're not willing to truly care about what the players need or want or whatever the case is. They just want to bring as much money, much showtime, as much revenue, as much all that.
And is the MLB, is it the owners and the commissioner and the head office?
It's all the top dog, whoever.
It's all okay.
Yeah, whoever the top people are.
Okay. But and then the head coaches, the players, do they all fall underneath the Players Association?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
I saw tweets talking about how those meetings are lightning fast. Like they're going nowhere. Yep. Absolutely nowhere. Players Association comes in with this contract and asks them, hey, do you guys like this one? And the MLB is just absolutely like, nah, meeting's over. Come again.
So it'll be interesting for sure. I'm curious to see if with all the freaking SARMs and shit out there, if anybody pops. Because they're not testing right now, but fuck it, technology's out there enough. They could probably pop some steroids in that gets them big for a month and get clean a month later.
Wow.
I'm sure they could. Nah, I don't think that'll happen, but
I'm sure it's happening somewhere across the league. There's so many players, dude. Come on.
Nah, I don't maybe, but
you don't think that anyone's risking it?
Nah, because as soon as they sign that agreement back, because all it is an agreement. That's the only reason why the contract is just they haven't re-signed that. Once they re-sign that contract, and they'll start testing right again. So
But to go along on baseball, college baseball starts this Friday, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Our boy Marcelo is playing Fresno State. I think here coming soon, dude. That's gonna be sick. We gotta go down to see that.
Yeah, I believe it's a couple weeks.
Couple weeks,
something like that.
Yeah, but shout out to all the boys, all the dudes out there playing ball.
Yep.
Hope you guys have a good season. Yeah, it is go time. Put your head down and work. Get to Omaha. Road to Omaha started months ago for you guys, probably.
Yeah.
You know, you guys, I'm excited.
It's definitely exciting for sure.
I hope that we're going to be able to see more baseball games on TV. Yeah. Hope that will happen. I know that's in the talks, but who knows nowadays? Social media, you could see some, and it's not happening. Not true.
Yeah, hopefully more money is getting brought into baseball because with NLIs and stuff like that, you know,
there's no excuses now.
Yeah, there shouldn't be. So they should. I mean, at least obviously the SEC, top Big Ten, all those schools are going to be in televised. But
we hope to see our Mississippi State Dogs on TV.
It's going to be interesting. Road to Omaha, man. That's crazy. That that's in what are we in February?
Yeah.
March, April, May, June, 3 months. Like, bro, think about it. They have a 3.5 month season, and then it's Omaha because we went in end of June. Yeah, it's the end of June, July.
Wow. Dang, so that's crazy.
Like just under a 4 month season that they have, and then it's Road to Omaha.
Dude, the baseball season is tiring.
It's long, yeah, for sure. It's long but quick.
Quick. Yeah, it goes by fast.
They're playing 3-4 game series, and then coming home, practicing for 2 days and traveling or playing another 3-4 game series, whatever the case may be. So yeah, I'm curious to see. I heard Fresno State's supposed to be pretty good. So
yeah, Fresno State baseball.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We'll see how
we'll have to go out there.
How they show up for sure.
Bulldog hot dog or bulldog those hot dogs that they be selling out there.
I don't know. I haven't been to a game. The last time I went to a game, I was young. I was a kid.
Yeah,
I don't even remember the last time I went to a game.
Yeah, I feel like they should be doing some, renovations to all the stadiums, but maybe just a repaint. In that stadium would look nice.
Some shade, maybe, dude. There's
some shade, bro.
I'm telling you, I haven't been to a game in a minute, but every time I tune into a game or just watch a game, I just notice that. I'm like, dude, there's no shade anywhere.
Everyone's just sweating bullets on camera, right? Caught in 4K.
Yeah, it's just crazy. So, I don't know, man. Fresno City, they're playing right now.
Yeah, shout out to those dogs out there, man.
Yeah.
The JUCO Bandits.
Yeah, JUCO Bandits for sure. They
putting in work. They're about to get
Scott
the rec.
Yeah, and Solberg. Yeah, assistant coach and head coach and assistant coach. Most wins in California. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
So congratulations to them for sure.
Yeah, shout out Fresno City baseball.
Think about it now. Every game that they win, hopefully they pick up a little win streak here because they're not doing bad. It's just early in the season. Yeah, it's just early in the season. Bats are just trying to vamp up and everything like that. But, you know, it's just a matter of now every game that they win is a new record. So
every game is a stamp in the history book, dude.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you kind of want that edge to really not lose, just keep kind of going. Because
I would try to win, dude. If I was on that team, bro, the mentality of that team right now should be, let's win out.
Yeah,
we're not losing another game
for sure. Yeah, because I mean, you got to think about it, like, and I didn't say anything bad about this team, but like, he could have broken the record 2 years ago, or when the COVID year, I'm pretty sure, but it got shut down, right? Mm-hmm. So now that this team's special because they get that chance to they tie it and now break it. So I mean, yeah, for sure. If I was on that team, hell yeah, I'd be like, let's
go,
this shit.
Let's go. Yeah, that shit excites me. That's the part I do miss about playing.
Yeah,
you know,
for moments like that when you're fighting for somebody, even if it's a coach like that, you know what I mean, kind of like balling for someone else, and that's what baseball's kind of all about too.
Definitely do not take that shit for granted, because when you're out of the game, you definitely miss it a little bit.
Think about that, dude. He's been coaching for 30 plus years, man. They've been coaching for 30 plus years together. Think about that together. Just how many arguments they probably got into about who should go where and what. Like, think about that. You know what I mean? Like how much stress that has to be. But they got to be the best buds, bro.
Oh yeah,
30 something years just coaching, hours and hours on that baseball field. Dude, that's crazy.
You know, they say like 10,000 hours to be great at something. I wonder how many hours they've been doing, like, in total. Because you think about it, dude, a whole day out there, man, a day at the yard, especially if you're a coach, you're getting there early. You're prepping, you know, you're getting what you need to get done.
Just the mental mind that they have of the knowledge and everything of the game. Just,
it's incredible.
They've seen so much. Think about how much they've seen. You know what I mean? Like, when we were coaching, that we were like, bro, we've never seen this in baseball. Mm-hmm. They've probably seen it, even though it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. So
when you've coached that many games, you've had to have seen
damn near everything.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Do you think in that, this would be a cool question. Like, if there's like one game that like has stood out in all those games, like, do you think that's even a possibility? That's just too much baseball, bro. I just think that because baseball is beautiful. Like,
I'm sure he's got one.
The sport in general is amazing.
There's got to be one, like a state one or something.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Yeah, something like that.
He's had a lot of legends go through there.
I mean, look at the wall, man.
Dude, that wall is famous.
Yeah. So it's definitely. I was just talking with somebody the other day about the field, and because it's like aesthetically, it's a nice stadium. But like, because we were comparing FPU compared to City, and we were like talking, it's a nice stadium, but the field is what's really nice. And same with FPU.
Are you saying feel with
no field?
Field, okay.
Yeah, like the field, like the playing field, the grass, and that is really nice. Like, they kept up on that. But like, I mean, that big wall has that big ass wall, and just the back. It's a little outdated. We can get some updates.
But. That's what makes it has its beauty in it.
No, for sure. I mean, when you hit a tank, that's a tank. Bro.
Yeah, but like, it also gives it that like old school, like hard nosed ball. Like no, we were just talking about it though. We were just saying like, what's a better field, City or FPU? And I mean, they're kind of just different. They're just different fields in their own perspective, own way, in a sense. But FPU's field's really nice. Their field is really nice too, same way. But they're doing a lot of upgrades and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, man.
But yeah, no, definitely college baseball, man. That's gonna be exciting.
I'm excited too.
We'll see if we'll see Hell State back in it.
You fuck with Hell State, huh?
Fuck yeah, man. Clint, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
I haven't kept up with any of their social medias. How's their stuff doing? Are they looking like they're gonna have another good team or what?
Yeah, they should, for sure. Now they should have a good team.
They got some recruits, huh, too, probably, after winning that?
Yeah, every damn near. That's what I saw. Like, and like, it's kind of seems like, when is it good and bad, I guess? I don't really know if that's the right thing, because what I've been seeing now is like, I never saw anybody committing to Mississippi State on social media for a couple years, and nothing against them, but I never saw it. And now, like, genuinely, and it's because I see a lot of, I'm following Mississippi State people on Twitter and stuff like that, but now, I saw, like...
Oh, stop it.
Get him.
Teddy. Hey, Tedford. My dog's name is Teddy. He's got multiple names. Theodore. He's got Teddy. Tedford. Hey.
Yeah.
You're not that kind of dog. You're an inside dog. All right. No. All right. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. What were we talking about? Mississippi State recruits.
Yeah, I was just saying that they've
yeah.
been getting all kinds of recruits and stuff. So I mean, it's interesting. It's good for them for sure. I mean, but it's crazy that like now, you know, they win a College World Series and everybody wants to go there now, which, you know, now not everybody gets a scholarship, so people are going to be getting disappointed and stuff like that. And it goes back to our talk about D1. You know what I mean? You know, when is it the right decision, I guess, or, you know, are you making the right decision going to
the right
Mississippi
fit for
State?
you?
Yeah, you know,
Was the shoe fit? You know?
Yeah, because just because they won the, you know, College World Series, does that make it the best fit for you? You know, so at the end of the day, you really gotta.
But they could be going for other reasons. You know, that coach. What's his name? Lemons?
Yeah, Coach Lemons. He's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, he's legit.
For sure sick,
huh?
Yeah. No, everybody likes him, and the culture around that is sick. So it's definitely interesting. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a battle. There's a lot of really good teams out there. LSU is going to be legit, man. I mean, Dylan Cruz and top ranked outfielder. You got Riley there too. He's going to be seeing a lot of innings there. So I mean, that
same
team,
coach from Arizona.
Yeah. So that relationship and that culture there, I'm sure, is going to be strong, and they're going to be a tough dog. And we'll see about Stanford. We'll see how they do, because I mean, they got a lot of guys, you know, that are here for their last year, I believe. So we'll see if they make a good run too. And sure, Texas. That's what I'm saying. There's a ton of good teams out there that are just going to make runs. So it'll be interesting.
We're gonna have to go catch a few games. Hopefully, let's go catch a couple games out of state. Like, we could drive to Arizona. Yeah, that's not a bad drive.
Yeah, we can go catch. Yeah, for sure.
Catch some cool ass games or whatnot.
I'm sure that I'm curious to see who the sleeper team is. You know, there'll be like an NC State or something like that, who's going to just be legit, but kind of come out of nowhere, because, you know, no one really talks about those schools like that.
Yeah, like last year, Miss State was was a sleeper pick, right?
Mississippi State?
Yeah.
No, they were there the last 3 years. So, I mean, they've been competing. This was their first year. They actually like won it. And
no shit.
Yeah. So they've been good. Lemons has been rebuilding that program for a couple of years now. It's just a matter of, you know,
not bad.
They're finally there now. So yeah. So high school baseball too is getting rolling. I mean, I know a couple guys just had their last games not too long ago. So that's, you know, that's cool. Track 6. I mean,
I actually just saw a game this last weekend. A team from Southern California came down to play Buchanan.
Yeah.
West Ranch. I know I'm probably pretty biased because my brother does play on Buchanan, but they took care of business when they needed to. The second game was a little long, but from what I've heard, because the people talk at the baseball field, you know, it's 9 inning or 7 inning game. It's a lot of baseball. But I heard that there's some teams here in the track that don't even have like enough kids to fill a team,
like freshman teams and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, I believe that for sure. I mean, it's crazy though. I think last year we had I forgot what school. It might have been Bullard that we played. They didn't have there's a few schools that didn't have freshman teams, that it was combined JV teams, but now we're seeing more and more of it for sure. I mean,
yeah, I couldn't believe it when I heard that. They were saying that there's not enough kids for the freshman programs, like you're saying, and there's also not enough coaches. Yeah, like there's a couple schools out there that have dads as coaches, and, you know, who knows? Maybe that dad knows his shit. I mean, I'm sure, you know, they're not just going to put some helicopter dad,
no, right?
The head coach of a team. But I mean, is that what baseball has come to?
I mean, it's from my experience. I mean, it's hard. Yeah, I would see how it would be hard to get coaching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I just, it's not terrible. Like, I loved it, and doing it for the kids is the main part, right? At the end of the day, but it is still a fact of it is. There's a time when time, you know, time's worth money, right? You know? You know what I mean? Like,
and it's not the greatest paying job in the world,
right? And it's not even that. Like, it's just you're spending a lot of time on that field, right? And if you're not getting what you want or getting what you need, or things aren't going a certain way, or just whatever, it's hard, those long summers. There's a bunch of, you know, you really got to love it. You got to love it, and it's a different grind. You know what I mean? So I can imagine it being hard for sure, but it is crazy that, you know, it's in a talented area that we are in for baseball, that it's crazy that it's hard to find coaches. You know what I mean? And
it's hard to find coaches, not even just in high school, like just in general, because talking with Jamil a couple times, or I've heard him say that there's no coaches. There's no coaches that even just are out there. Like, nobody wants to do it. And I think it does have to be for the fact of time, dude. Time is money, bro.
Exactly. Time's money. And with there's so many ways to make money nowadays, right? You know what I mean? Like you just go on social media and look up how to make money, and I guarantee you find a list of 100 ways in 2022, right? You know what I mean? And it's just like, and they're true. There's so many ways to make money now that if you can spend an hour making a lot more money than spending 5 hours on the field and not making that much money, when is it balance? You know what I mean? But there's always those guys that are, they love it. And that's awesome. You know what I mean? Because we need more of those guys that just absolutely love it. Mm-hmm. It's a passion. It's definitely a passion. You got to love it. I mean, to be like Ron Scott, coach for 34 years, you got to love it.
You have to.
And you know what I mean? But that right there is just like, you can't go wrong with that. You know what I mean? 34 years coaching freshman ball, that might be tough. Yeah. But, 34 years head coaching, Fresno City, who's been a great competitive program for 34 years, 30-something years, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can't complain about something like that.
Yeah.
And
for when we were coaching, it was hard because when I look back at it now, I feel like I had enough time, to evaluate what the situation was and why I actually, stopped coaching. It's because the one reason why you do coach is obviously for the kids, it's actually addicting seeing kids get better.
Yeah, it's hella sick when you it's dope telling them not forcefully telling them, but telling them hey, if you do this and this will happen. Yeah. And boom. And they're like, all right, cool. And they absorb it and it actually works. And they're like, wow. And you see that in their eyes that they noticed that it worked. Mm-hmm. You're like, it's cool.
About that about that 14-year-old range, I think. 13 to 14-year-old. Maybe some 16-year-olds, but by then some of them already have some big egos.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's
there's a lot of kids now, we always say entitled, entitlement. But what was I saying though? About I forget. But yeah. Shit, what was I just saying? I just had it.
Don't know, man.
Wow, that's my brain. There it is, man. But you got anything else? I got a couple of rapid fire questions.
Yeah, shoot them at me, man.
All right. I just want a quick response though. All right, just one answer response. Hopefully you get them right. Pete Davidson or Kanye West?
We'll go Kanye.
All right. College football or college baseball?
College football.
Okay. Are you more of a Hulu guy or a Netflix guy?
Netflix.
Oh, all right. Are you a cable guy or a YouTube TV guy?
YouTube.
Yeah, I just threw that one in there. This guy's a YouTube TV guy for all you guys that do not know that. Yep. He's pretty special. No, but last one here. Last year's halftime performance by The Weeknd or this year's halftime performance by the West Coast hip hop legends?
Yeah, this year for sure.
Yeah. No, it was definitely awesome. But anything else, man? Before we cut out of here, sun's going down here in the beautiful city of Clovis, California.
Yep.
Shout out everybody in the 559. Shout out Fast Sean. Shout out Ramses. Hey, today's Valentine's Day. It's not violence today.
No violence, showing love.
Violence last week, love this week. Like Fashawn said it, COVID spread COVID.
Make love
spread COVID.
Make love as contagious as COVID.
I said spread COVID. That's terrible. But yeah, no, make love as contagious as COVID. But guys, we appreciate all you guys out there. If you are listening on Apple Podcasts, we love you guys. If you're listening to us on Spotify, we still love you guys. If you're watching us on YouTube, we absolutely love you guys too. Make sure you guys are leaving a like, drop a comment, press that sub button. Make sure you guys are leaving a dope review. Last episode, we did say that we were going to start shouting out some reviews that you guys leave. We happen to not get any, but we did see that some people were trying to. You guys just didn't finish the step. You got to press the 5 stars and then also leave a short review in order for it to actually be submitted through. Okay, some of you guys are having troubles out there, which we'll put a little tutorial out there on how to do it, how to leave a dope review. We'll get that done, man.
Yep.
But is there anything else that I missed?
Nope.
Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram, Twitter. Everything you guys need to know, it's all down below. We hope you guys enjoyed episode 35. Thank you guys for tuning in and fucking with us every single week.